Hi, Stasia. It's November 10th, Saturday. What is it? You wanted me to talk more, as much as I don't like doing this, but sure, I'll just update you. So this past week, I was the sickest I've probably ever been in my life with Strep G, but they didn't know that until today, because they had to, grow the culture and all that good stuff. So this is basically the process. Last week, I was on duty from like 10, we were like outside, God knows how cold it was, from like 10 to technically 3 in the morning because of daylight savings. And I remember like not feeling any warmer even the next morning. And then Monday, I felt like I was getting sick and my throat hurt a little bit, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to get sick. And on Tuesday, I had clinical and it was miserable because I was freezing the whole time and I just had like goosebumps. And when I got home, I just like showered and like felt miserable and just like slept. And then on Wednesday, I decided to go to health services here on campus instead of going to class, where they took my temperature and were like, okay, you shouldn't go to class today. And at that point, like, it really, really, really hurt to swallow, and my lymph nodes were like huge to the point where my voice sounded really funny and it hurt to speak. So she gave me like a goodie bag of stuff to like help, which didn't really, but it felt nice, I guess. She gave me like freeze pops and like one of those like things you like put in your mouth that like makes your throat like numb. And then so Wednesday I like slept all day, and Thursday I woke up a little better. Like my friends had brought me soup the day before, so I had some of that, and I was feeling better. And then I took another nap, and I felt terrible again. And that night, my other friends convinced me to go to a like urgent care thing at the hospital. So I got checked out there, and they did the same thing. They were like, okay, strep test was negative. They took some blood for like mono, and that was negative, which was good. And they diagnosed me with this thing called peritonsillar cellulitis, which was just a fancy way of saying there's bacteria, whatever it is, it's making your tonsils huge. So they gave me like a few prescriptions. So one of them was an antibiotic, these like blue things. I gotta take them supposedly 4 a day, but if you divide the day up into 4, well, you have to take 1 every 6 hours. I'll just read the instructions. It's like 1 capsule by mouth 4 times daily for 10 days, so technically that's like 1 capsule every 6 hours. So I end up only taking 3 a day because you cared to know. But they're like blue and kind of cool. Antibiotic, I mean, gotta eat a lot of yogurt to combat that and not get a yeast infection. But they also gave me like Vicodin to help me sleep, but I've been doing decently without it. And like these huge horse pills of ibuprofen for my fever and any other pain, they're like huge. Like, this is the size of my like pinky. Here's the pill. Like, yeah. So I have like crap ton of those, which I'll probably never take because I don't really like taking medicine anyway. But at the hospital too, they gave me like a steroid, but it was like in a syringe. So they were like, open your mouth, and they just kind of like shot in like the liquid, and I like took it with water. And that night I felt like 1,000 times better. And so Friday morning I was like, oh my god, like I feel awesome, but I was still contagious, so I had to like, like stay indoors pretty much. And now today, like I'm no longer contagious. I've been on antibiotics for a little bit, and it's still kind of like, I can feel it a little bit. They're still kind of swollen, like my tonsils. And now I'm developing a cold, which is why my voice is like this. So it's just been like a long week. And even before then, I was like PMSing like really, really badly. to the point where, like, it was basically, like, in October I had a 1 hour period, so it was, like, really messed up. And so I knew the next one was going to be bad, which was the beginning of November. And it was just, instead of being, like, physical pain, it was all, like, hormonal, like, ramifications, and it was just, like, terrible. I was just such a bitch. So I basically, Christina was, like, sad because I wasn't really, like, present since, like, 2 weeks almost. Yeah, it's been a while. And now I have to catch up on a bunch of stuff. And I was gonna, like, do a little tour around the apartment because no one's here right now, but I'm too lazy and I want a nap. So that's pretty much my update. In a few weeks, not this week, but next week, or not this upcoming week, but the week after that, there's Thanksgiving break, so I'm going home for a little bit. Cookie is supposed to visit soon, eventually. That's pretty much it. Hope you're doing good. Bye.